Hey, Shalom. With the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of your beloved Babylon, which is also known as, which is America. The Bible is known as the daughter of Babylon. All right, we also came out here letting Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they're the true children of Israel, man. All right, so with that being said, we want to give all praises
to Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakwadash.
I want to say double honor to our apostles, which are of GMS, who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring this truth and sincerity, man. So yeah, man, we're in the time of tribulation. We are just talking about it off camera. Just seeing one of the articles, just going over the Arkansas bridge was hit, okay? And we just was going over the other bridge being hit, and a lot of people were speaking on how that can affect, everything around the U.S. This ain't just a hot topic news thing, okay? It's not just like, oh shit. Now there's consequences and repercussions for these things going on. So while Jake out here watching where's P Diddy at, you're gonna start going to these stores, and these price hikes gonna hit you, and you're gonna think it came from nowhere. And then you're gonna be like, well, what's the problem? Well, that barge in March, we gotta fix the bridge, so we gotta tax you more, or whatever they got up their sleeve. Okay. And we're gonna get to some scriptures, but I was just watching because Esau got a lot of loopholes and technicalities. I was watching this thing like with the HOA and the housing authority. All right, and I forget what it is. It's like when you own houses, they got like a group of people, and these people came up to him telling the dude, like, sending them letters saying you broke this violation, you broke that violation, you have to seize your house. The dude was like, I never joined this motherfucker. And it was like, well, we voted you in. And through that, you're violating this, and that. And the dude was confused. He went to court. And come to find out, the person that voted him in without his consent pretty much was pretty much had an underlining plot to build more houses that they can sell, but they needed his plot of land to join their HOA. And so they created this system, but the dude ended up winning the case and suing them. But the whole point is that they were coming across like, yo, you need to be doing this right. But really they just wanted to make some bread. Okay? So the point I'm saying is that Esau will be doing things saying, hey, we're gonna hike up the price. We gotta do this, we gotta pay for that. We need, ain't no different from a church saying we need to build a new park, we need to do this. Well, really they just want more money. It's a Ponzi scheme. Okay? To sum it up, man. Esau is full of Ponzi schemes. Okay, can somebody get the definition to that for me? Ponzi scheme. And can somebody get the scripture of "Be not greedy of gain"?
So this is Vestopedia.com. What is a Ponzi scheme? It says a Ponzi scheme is an investment scam that pays early investors with money taken from later investors to create an illusion of big profits.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different, but they're pretty much what's the other word? Scam artists. They're scamming, plotting and scheming. Okay, and they're plotting and scheming all for control of resources. Okay, you got that, brother?
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 27. It says, he that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live.
Yeah, so was that Proverbs what?
15:27.
Come. Yeah, so that shows you that you're not supposed to, but Esau's full of being greedy of gain, man. All right? And let's get that in the book of Obadiah to prove that, man. Obadiah, the 1st chapter. Okay? So it tells you Esau's intention is to It's greed. All right. It's to constantly take over, because here it is. He has the whole world under his thumb, but he still wants more. He wants to enslave the entire human race. Okay.
This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yeah. So if some people leave some, but not Esau. He'll take everything. He wants everything. He gonna take the soil if he can. All right. Take the patent, rename it, all that kind of shit, man. All right. So let's get Proverbs 10 and 2 as well. 10 and 2 through 5.
It's the book of Proverbs. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 2. It says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord Yahweh will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Yeah, so that's the hope we hope for. All right. But Esau don't believe in the Most High. There was this one video I was watching, man, and I'm going to post it up later. I wanted to just put some scriptures behind it, but, there was this guy walking around asking all these Edomites, do they believe in the Most High? Even though it's a highlight clip, shows a lot of them. Nope, 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 nope. Get out of my way. Nope, nope. Have a good day, sir. Because the Most High is not in their hearts. He's not in their thoughts. He's not in their ways. So if he's not in their thoughts and their ways, when they establish laws, who is it, in the name of who is that law being established? In the respect of who? Okay? Because if you're not putting the Most High within your thoughts and your ways, then you're obviously going in the opposite direction. Because you have to put the Most High first in all your decisions to make those decisions holy. Okay? That at no point in time is a decision that we make for ourselves a good decision. Okay? For the most part. All right? Most carnal things is self-benefit, self-indulgence. Okay? Unless it's orchestrated by order. Okay?
This is reading on Proverbs 10, verse 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame.
Yeah, this is more, we always correlate this to the gospel, investing and things like that. But we're talking about just business. Esau is a lazy ass motherfucker, man. He is one of the first person to micromanage and the last person to pick up something, man. It
says blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Said the 10, right?
Yeah.
Says the memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be...
10 and 2. Where we at? 10 and 2 through 5. I just went 5.
Okay, yeah, that was first.
Let me get 5. No, we already read 5. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted let's get that other verse as well. The ill-gotten gain ill-gotten as well. Then we're going to get back to the subject at hand. Yeah, so because within this society, what really within life how it's supposed to be is you're supposed to make an honest living, man. All right? The way Esau set up his living, everything's dishonest. Business is dishonest. That's why you need so many contracts, man. That's why you need lawyers and all that, because Esau's business is dishonest. It's too many fine prints and loopholes and underlining things that they're trying to do to take advantage of you. All right, they'll put you on prove it deals so they don't have to pay for insurance, or you know what I'm saying. They're doing all kind of things to duck and gain money off of greed. Okay, just like and it's not nobody else's responsibility, but a noble person would do it. But when all these companies, you got all these financial price hikes, going on with cars, houses, rent, food, everything's tightening up. You don't see none of these businesses increasing the money that they're paying in salary to the people so they can live. You only see them saying, well, you should have get a better job. But these are fucking human beings. Okay? These are people that's trying to work. But then if they start robbing your stupid ass, then they're criminals and they're hooligans. All right? You niggas, Esau just pretty much, it reminds me of the movie Mad Max when they ain't had no water and they had this dude with the fucking water fountain. He had just cut that bitch on and act like a king over everybody because he controls the access to resources, man. Just being a dickhead, man. And that's what Esau does. He controls, he's gonna trickle things down to keep everybody on this hamster wheel of affliction, man. Okay? This is not no, but then they project, this is the thing. Y'all project yourselves as the shining light and fighting for peace and everybody coming together. Y'all get on platforms and push for the LGBT alphabet community and say it's all about love and compassion, but don't want to pay people a decent salary to fucking live. You'll sit there and say that you gotta get paid 3 times as much as your rent in order to rent a house, but the average rent cost to a house is about $2,000, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? $1,000. But the average salary. So if you say $2,000, which is around a decent house, it's like around a 3-bedroom house. All right, you're telling that person they gotta pay $2,000 for that. 2,000, what times 10 is what? What is it? 20,000. You know what I'm saying? And then you add 2 more. What's that? 24,000. Okay. Then you times that by 3. Yeah. You got to make about like 70 something thousand a year. Okay. What if your rent is what? $1,000, which is for nowadays fairly fucking low. If you paying like 700, you're in a fucking hole in the wall. Even in Nebraska, you're paying 700. Somebody is beatboxing on one window, somebody playing dice in another window, and there's a shootout going out front. If you're paying $750 for an apartment,
Yeah.
Okay, so if you put $1,000, multiply that times 12, that's 12,000. Multiply that times 3, that's 36,000. You know what I'm saying? Which is the average. So you would have to get a shitty 1-bedroom apartment, meaning you can't have no kids.
No, you can't.
Once you start having kids and get a 2-bedroom, you're gonna have to go over. You're gonna have to go 1,500 and up. So pretty much you can't work a regular job. But then also within his system, he don't promote marriage, because the only way you can 2 people can stay in a 1-bedroom apartment is if they're together. Okay, and it don't work, man. Okay, then you don't got time to raise your kids. It's a hamster wheel of affliction, man. Okay, then Esau is going to keep on making it worse and worse and worse. Pressure from above, pressure from below, to pretty much have the people beg for a solution. Okay, so once these barges, just like like I said, the AB was the AB5 or the AB6 with the semi trucking industry, where they told them that they couldn't deal with you couldn't be an owner operator and working out of California. And then if you do your research, California is where the bulk of the trucks go. Is either New York or California. And guess what? Truckers are protesting New York right now, and then California's a fucking shit show. So now you got a low abundance of resources, and when you lower the abundance of it, it increased the price of it. And then you had the juice fest that happened in 2020, okay, that so-called started it all, and they hiked the prices up on that. Really, that was an excuse to say, hey, we got to hike up the prices because we can't get none. but the prices never went down. Everything opened back up, and the prices never dropped back down.
Yep.
So how are you, going in any direction? They just tell you stories, man. They just tell you lies. And if you look at the money and follow the money, follow the trail, you'll see what the hell is going on, man. Because Esau and the real money is just control. Okay, you signing over this and that. They did it during Katrina, man. I'm sure they did it in a lot of other. They did in Hawaii as well. Hawaii with the fire and Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, where they used that pandemic, you know what I'm saying, to push all the homeowners out. And in Louisiana, they have I believe there's like a law, because based off the Louisiana trade, the laws are different, especially in Louisiana, from the laws in like, Virginia and California and things like that. So I say that to say, I like to believe that, don't quote me on it, but if you own the house, you own the land in New Orleans based off of that law. Because if you own a house here, you don't own the land.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So what they did is that they pushed them out with via the hurricane, and the people had to come back to reclaim their property. And if they didn't come back within a certain time span, they lost their property based off of technicality. All right? Because they got a bunch of laws like that. Like if you down there, and if you shoot somebody and kill somebody, and the police somehow know you did it, of course, or they got a tip saying you did it. If a witness don't come forward within 30 days, they gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's why the murder rate was so high for a good while down there, because if you don't tell, they'll let you right back out, and they have to drop the case. You know what I'm saying? Or look for somebody else or find a witness. Okay? I forgot the rule to that. And then you go to Hawaii with the fire, man. And then they pretty much, same intentions, different scheme. Okay? Yo, I know your home's burnt down. You don't got no money to rebuild it. I'll take it off your hands. Whole time, that was their intentions all along. They started the fire. Okay? This is Esau MO around the world, man. They start the mess. They'll steal your shit and help you look for it, man. And they're even worse. They'll steal it and then sell it to you and help you look for it and hike up the price on you because they know you need it. Steal your car keys and then tell you they know a guy and then charge you for like $1,000 or something to do it.
And just give you your original keys.
Give your keys back. That's Esau, man. The whole idea of these Falasha Jews, these Amalekites, they're never doing anything. They're always in the middle. They created the idea of a business mediator. You got one guy that created something. You got another guy that got the money to build it. They'll charge you for connecting you with him continuously.
That middleman.
They call them what agents. In professional sports athletics. Mm-hmm. And Lamar shows you don't need no damn agent. Because the whole point is to broker your deal. It's really how good you are at negotiating at the table.
Well, there's language in the contracts, and you need someone who can interpret it. No, you don't.
Yeah, that's just the lingo they use to enforce their ideas. Just like if they stole your car keys. Well, you need to get to work. You need to do this. Like I was watching this one video with that Andrew Tate, and it was like Andrew Tate's brother, like, was selling me this cigar. And he pretty much told him why he needed it. And that's what Esau does. Okay? They're gonna tell you why you need schooling. They're gonna tell you why you need to pretty much follow their agenda. And they're not just winging this shit. They got a written statement by a Harvard scholar, to word it a certain way. And they know a certain pattern to keep saying buzzwords, to keep pushing it to make people click and jump on. Then it got the control of the mass media and all this. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Just switch over quick, brother. Yeah, you want the ill-gotten gains first?
Yeah, I want the ill-gotten gain.
It's Proverbs 10 and 2 in the NIV. It says, ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death.
Yeah. So we shouldn't be chasing riches ill-gotten, but Esau is one that's always trying to establish ill-gotten gains. That's his main way of revenue, man. Okay? To sit there and write in the clause that I could fire you for anything. Like, just because you feel like it? There's a contractual agreement. First off, I shouldn't have to be working for you for my whole life. So I'm about 60 years old to be able to detach from you and live on my own. You know, King David worked for seven years. No, Israel worked for 7 years, and that was a lot. Really, he worked for 21, man. Okay, because he worked for 3 sets of 7, but that was a lot. But he had 3 different contracts that he signed up for. It wasn't like this is going to be your life, and once you build your 401k up and you work for this company for 30 years, then you can retire. That's way more. That's more than quadrupled in 7 years, a 7-year contract. You know, you got to get out of, if you got to go to, right, you graduate at 16. You go to school for 4 years. Or you graduate at 18 on it. So like not 16, but 18. Graduate 18. Take you 4 years to graduate. You're 24 years old. Add 30 on to that. You're 54. You're fucking 54 and you finish your contract. What are you going to do with your life after that? You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you got this going. You ain't even get a chance to build them up, man. Okay?
So I take your whole life.
Yep. Being through this, the ultimate scam was the fiat notes in the Federal Reserve. You know, that was the ultimate scam that they put on the world, be it through debt, man. All right, the old credit system. Yeah, let them get what we got, and you get what you got.
Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10. It's like chapter 12, verse 17. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet will he undermine thee.
Yeah. So you gotta start raising a fucking eyebrow once you start seeing something, and you be like, man, why is this dude always on the forefront? All right, Haiti going on, they reporting on it. They all in it. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that they're not speaking on. So when you find them there first, you gotta start saying like, why is that? What's going on here? Because we ain't hear nothing about Ukraine for a hot minute. Then now Ukraine pops back up. Okay? Because they got their second wave of offense going. Or their third wave of whatever they're about to do. And they use propaganda, predictive programming. Oh, the Simpsons did it again. No, bro, they're telling them to put that shit in there. So now you see now you looking at the Simpsons believing that like they're Baal or you know, Baal Peor, you know, they're your idols.
Obviously.
You know? Yeah, you going to them to get a reading, but that's a cartoon, man. When that episode ain't gonna change. You know, it's gonna be the same thing. You know?
This is Ezekiel 22 and verse 12. It says, and thee have they taken gifts to shed blood. Thou hast taken usury and increase. Thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbors by extortion.
Yeah, and usury is taxing. Okay? Now granted, you could tax another nation, you know, based off the law. An Israelite can't tax another Israelite, but they could tax another nation. So for Esau to tax us or to charge us usury is not tax but interest. Okay? When you go and it's 9.9% interest and things like that, which is good, and it's fucked up at the same time. You know? But if they charge 19%, 20%.
Yeah.
You know? So they'll follow the rules, but they'll manipulate it for themselves. Well, I'm just charging interest. That's how they operate, man. It's never clear, man. When you're doing something with it, you ought to always look like finish with a side eye. All right. Ain't no Edomite ever been happy to break you off with nothing. You know. So when they sitting there smiling like, you know, they're doing you a big favor, you better off just getting up and walking away, man. I.e., if they get on TV and say it's the best thing since sliced bread, you know, hey, get up and walk away, man. You know, watching True Blood, they had the fucking blood and shit. You know, they poisoned the blood and they got on TV and they're like, yo, hey man, not only you got the blood back, but it's even cheaper and we're gonna pump it out, we're gonna get it to you guys. I think they're giving it for free. You know? And everybody fucking get poisoned and sick. Okay? There ain't nothing. Esau ain't gonna give you nothing for free. He wants something off the table. You know, reading that book, Four Quadrants, man. And within there it says, when you make a business deal, any business idea you do or sign up for, you should never take a loss. That's Esau's way of thinking. It should never be a loss. It should never be like, oh, if we do this, like if you got like a rap artist and it's like, oh, do this show for free, then later I got you on the back end. That's not according to Esau, it's not good business. There's nothing done in good faith in Esau's business. All right, you can sit here and be right as hell in court, but if you ain't got no lawyer, you ain't doing business right. That's not the way they handle their business. You gotta have a lawyer to talk the talk. I don't give a damn how right you look. If they can word things right, then that put you in the can.
Hey, that's a good point. That's the movie with Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx. No, Law Abiding Citizen. He said, it's not what you can prove. It's not whether you're guilty or innocent is what you can prove.
Yeah.
You know, basically whether you have a good argument or not. That's why guilty motherfuckers get off, because they have the money to pay a good lawyer to get them off.
Yep. Unless you go to the feds.
Yeah, you go to the feds, you pretty much
suck. They made their decision. There ain't no money that could change that around. They gotta get you off the street. You fucking with their bread. You know what I'm saying? Or you've done enough damage. Okay, we're good. You tore enough buildings down. We can get you off the street now. You know. So you got something? If y'all got something, we can get to these Second Ezra chapter 9.
Yes, this is gonna finish this precept. It says, "Indeed have they taken gifts to shed blood. Thou hast taken usury and increase. Thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbors by extortion."
Yeah, forcing it out of them in some type of way. Let's get that etymology of the word extortion, okay? Because that has been used all over the place. They do it via the Boule, the Illuminati. They'll have they get you fucking inebriated out your fucking mind, rape you, film it, and then show you after, then tell you, look, don't go against the code. That's extortion, man.
Yep.
You know, you want protection, you got to come to me. But they set it up to where they're the fucking enemy. You know, well, that's just like how motherfuckers do. Like you watch shadows, they come in there, man. You want some protection? I don't need no protection. They start trashing this shit. I think you do.
Extortion.
You know, or the mafia does it. You know. Go ahead.
So Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently."
The etymology for the word extortion.
Oh, yes, the etymology for extortion says the act of extorting, the act or of wresting anything from a person by force, duress, menace, authority, or any undue exercise of power, oppressive or illegal exaction.
Yeah, so, but the thing about Esau is he put it in fine print, or he'll have like underlining fees, like late fees, cancellation fees, reactivation fees. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about it with a brother when we went out of town. We were talking about rental cars, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you gotta check them, make sure everything good, because if you cancel, they'll put you through hell to get your money back." No, you got the car, you signed the contract. Well, since we don't have your car, because that's what we're talking about. You'll go there and you'll order a car online. You'll go there and they don't have the car. And so if you say, well, if y'all haven't agreed on y'all end of the bargain, I'm out. Oh well, there's a cancellation fee. You're extorting me at that point.
Yep.
Because you're reneging on your deal. Now in the business, man, and you're just trying to take my money for you not holding up your end of the bargain of the deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then they'll take months. Then they'll hold your money. They take all day, flip that shit, and then give it back to you. That's Esau, man. And guess what, man? At the end of the day, the people are getting fed up with it, man. That's one thing that Esau can't control. Now, he can use his sorcery and witchcraft, and that's the main thing he's doing. But he's not the Most High to where he can control spirits. He can control the actual spirit. He can manipulate the mind, but he can't control the mind. Like how the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, how the Lord put the I think it was the Moabites or I think it was the Moabites and the Hamites, put them in confusion. The Moabites had them fighting each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got the power to completely bug you out. All right. Slack it. I was about to go into a precept, but it doesn't attach to it. But the Lord put the spirit on Saul, evil spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got the ability to totally control your mind and have you conceive certain things. But Esau does it on the left hand, but you can easily get out of it with common fucking sense, man. With the spirit of the Heavenly Father, which is the Bible, man. Okay? Make no covenant with the heathen. Boom. You're out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all these type of things that's within the system of Esau. Remember, Esau's system is against the Most High system. So if you want to get out of Esau's system, just go into the Most High system. It's that easy. Walk in the spirit, you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You know, but Esau's system, which is a fleshly system, is very addicting. It's donuts. You know, it's Mountain Dew. Okay? It's vacations and relaxing and doing what you want. It's ass all in your face. You know? All the things that your flesh want. Abundance of foods that you can eat in seconds. Just throw it in the microwave and it's ready. Esau, he pumps you with nothing but he satisfies your carnal desires, while the Lord satisfies the spiritual. Okay? But just like, this is a valuable point that I want to stay on real quick, because Esau will satisfy your carnal desires, but it will destroy your spirit, man. It'll destroy you in the long run. But in the spirit, you'll feel like you're losing out, but you're going to win in the long run. All right? The Lord is the one that's not the person that's, the Lord is got us working like on consignment type of deal. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get paid on the back end, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get paid right now. It seems like we're working for nothing. You know? But on the back end, the Lord is going to replenish us with what? Salvation. The kingdom of heaven. Being the first fruits in the kingdom of heaven. Giving us a great name in that place. But on this side, we're losing out. We're losing out on certain women. We're losing out on certain resources. You know, we got talent. We got looks. We got abilities. So we got ability to go and get the same thing these 2/3 are getting. You know, because all you need is money to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? All you need is there's a lot of loopholes and wicked shit. You go rob a nigga and get a lot of money. Sell drugs, scam people, PPP loan everybody. You know, sell people janky shit. You know what I'm saying? And come up off of that. All right?
Go ahead, buddy. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yeah, so all this wickedness that Esau's doing, man, we need to be observant of him and everything that's going on, man. Okay? What's going on in the Middle East hasn't stopped. Just because they're not talking about it on the news. How they fucked over Syria, that ain't go away. You know? What they're doing in Egypt, that hasn't gone away. All right? Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq, Ukraine. All right, all this stuff, these people don't forget when you bomb the hell out of them, man. These people don't forget how you came through and did this and that. We forget because it ain't happened to us. You know? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, these people haven't forgot that, man. When you firebombed the whole island, man, killed women and children, nobody forgets that shit. Crazy ass a minute. Nobody forgot World War II. It's just that America don't remember the horrendous nature of it. Okay, which is another thing. When these UN soldiers come over here, they're gonna remember all that, man. That's why they're gonna let Esau gonna let these UN soldiers come over here, so that way they can they're gonna be relentless. Yeah, man, this is for my fucking country, man. Y'all over here, y'all fucking Yankees, y'all thought y'all they're shooting y'all for free. This is target practice. Fish in a barrel. They're gonna be excited to do it. You know?
Yes, two phrases. One, ignorance is bliss. You know, a lot of people don't know, what the American military has done around the world. So they just think that we're the good guys, so to speak, and leave it at that. But revenge is a dish best served cold. So when these other nations come back over here and they're getting revenge for like what the brothers going into, for what the U.S. military has been doing around the world, then they gonna know.
Yep.
Like going back to what you said about Japan, before they even dropped the bombs on Japan, they firebombed Japan. They dropped fire, was dropping fire all over Tokyo, over all the different parts of Japan, and then they hit them with the two new bombs, atom bombs. So hey, Agent Orange in Vietnam, choking people out, turning their skin different colors. That's why that shit's outlawed now. You can't do it no more. But they was doing it, saying that they were doing it in Ukraine.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that.
Yeah, I believe there was a couple. There was a couple earthquakes last week or this week, like underwater earthquakes. No. There was lightning. Like they had like 4,000 in Mexico and 5,000 in another place around the same fucking time, man. There's an eclipse going on. You know what I'm saying? There's and then they're activating CERN on the time of the eclipse in the month of April. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff going on, and these are the signs that are showing you. These are the contractions in a pregnant woman, man. Okay, these contractions. It starts off a little bit. The closer you get to the thing, the contraction's gonna get more strenuous and more strenuous. Okay, and that's what's going on. At first, it was like you hear about a shooting, a mass shooting over here, a mass shooting. Not everybody. Okay, now it's not only mass shootings in America, now it's going all across the world. And it's no fucking irony that after that mass shooting, the Russians said, "What, man? We believe, such and such, or this person is behind it." But then again, when you find somebody's in affliction, you'll find him there first. Esau, Babylon, Yeah, we believe it's ISIS. They're the first niggas to report. You ain't even over there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got intelligence and you're tapping shit and you're doing all this and that. But you know before I know in my own country, that's suspect. First off, what you watching? You looking that hard
Right.
that you're looking so hard that you're protecting us. You know? Nah, man. You ain't gonna do that. You don't see them saying, you don't see no report saying, hey, Russia, y'all better get on that water system over there. Somebody, I see it going down and this could affect y'all. You don't hear them saying no shit like that. You know, they ain't in your business to help you or give you beneficial business. They're in the business of finding out what you're trying to do to them and what they can do to you to take advantage of you.
Yep.
Again, Esau ain't gonna do nothing for you unless he's getting something way bigger out of the deal. Okay?
Says the enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, you know? That's Esau.
Yeah. That's how they get you, man. And that's why, you know, as men, we can't be superficial. You can't operate off superficiality and you can't respond to it. It's not real. And what I mean is superficial means the surface. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you tell me how many races you ran into. You know? Because on the surface, it ain't nothing for us to act a certain way. Hell, we act a certain way. We put on our Clark Kent. You know? And we do it to a degree because, hey, Jake don't mind telling you. You know, why? Well, I'm sure they don't mind. They're on the left-hand side. If they get pinned down, like, fuck it. I don't like no niggers. You know? What's going on, Coach? Fine with that truck clean, man. Yes, sir.
That says, Second Ezra chapter 9 and back in verse 4, it says, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, the Lord is in control. Okay, let's get that in Hebrews chapter 1. All right, Yahweh, via through YAHAWASHI, you know what I'm saying, the authority of YAHAWASHI that the Most High has granted unto him, he created the times. Okay? These are the Iron Age, Bronze Age, whatever age, the age of World War II, the age of the MOTB, there's all this is set already. Okay? It's just who's gonna be put in what scene and who's gonna get what role. The script is already written. You know, it's just okay. I want Denzel. All right, I want Will Smith. I want Leonardo to play him. That's the only part that gets shuffled around. Okay, and that's not even the thing that gets shuffled because at the end of the day, the reason why I said because the Lord can raise up anybody and put anybody to the side, but His will still be done. That's the whole point I'm getting across. Okay.
Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. The Most High, who at sundry times and diverse manners spake in times past to the fathers by the prophets, hath in the last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the world.
Yeah, because the last days started when YAHAWASHI came on the scene. All right. So and look how long it's been. Okay, since YAHAWASHI is on the scene, was what 2,000 years? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're at the door. All right. If it was the last days in 0 BC, you know, think about how close we are to it at this point. And as the scriptures say, the end is manifest. So it's obvious that we're at the end. Okay? Money don't go as far as it goes. Relationships don't go as far as it goes. You know, whether it's family, you know, or niggas in the street, or business, or women, you know, children. You know, where it says, well, we'll get that later. We'll get that later.
It says, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils.
Yep. So let's get Second Ezra. I think the Second Ezra 15th chapter, the 18th verse, I believe. Probably go up a little bit above that. Yeah, about 14.
So, Second Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another.
Yeah, one people shall stand up to fight against another. Go ahead.
And swords in their hands.
Yeah, this is the time that we're headed to because it's manifest. Why is it like that? Because you got one community, you got like a bunch of communities, really. The alphabet community getting in the way. You got migrants getting in the way of the of jobs, of crime in the streets. Then it deals with guns. Then you got the LGBT or the alphabet community, got everybody getting canceled for being themselves, and they're imposing their will on people. You got the rich versus the poor. You got the this race against that race. All right, and all this shit is being stirred up by Esau, the so-called white man, and then ultimately the pinpoint is that these Amalekites, man. Okay, the people over in that land that Floyd Mayweather is over there simping for, man. Okay, and that's how our people are. No matter how evil these guys present themselves to be, again, they got their deal. They got that fiat note, man. It controls people's decision making, controls logic, man. Hey, give me control of the people's money, and I care not about the laws. I don't care what you do. If I got control of your resources, you're gonna have to come see me. You know?
Says, for there shall be sedition among men.
Yeah, sedition, which means anger against the government, man. And ultimately, Esau is stirring that up purposefully to implement a new government system, man. Okay? The New World Order, I think they renamed it to something else. Just changed names. But at the end of the day, they're going to break this governmental order down and bring in them draconian type of laws, man. All right, where you this ain't gonna be the land of the free no more. It's over with. We are the way. That's what they're gonna start saying. All right, they're gonna unify everything. Okay, just they're unifying religions, and they're trying to they're pushing it through their celebrities. That's why you see these celebrities, all of them got that little Buddhist hand and shit, man. You look back, that goes into like that coexist shit.
Yep.
You know, which is what all the religions lumped up together. How Oprah was like, I don't believe that there's one path to God. I believe that the way you live, that's God living. No, nigga, there's rules. They're talking about the good in me is a God in me. No, following the Lord said he wants obedience over sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So you giving out $2 million to African school when you got fucking $5 billion in the bank, ain't you being godlike? That's a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? And you think that you're holy because you do this. Money don't make you holy. All right? Giving things don't make you holy. Sacrifice makes you holy. And these rich people will never give up their lives, because if they did, that'll go all the way back to one of the other statements that I made, is that why that McDonald's don't pay more, why these factories don't pay more, why these middle class jobs are not paying more. You know what I'm saying? Because they're selling stuff at a higher price, meaning they're making more money. Why don't they pay you more? You know, because they don't care about you.
Yeah, they grease their own pockets.
Yeah. They're tapped in. Okay? And if people don't realize that, but they're feeling it. They're feeling it when it's come time that first of the month come, a rent's due and all that, and you like, man, this shit's going up. That new lease you signed, the rate going up $100. You're like, God damn, man. The fuck y'all could barely fix this, or this is broken. And somebody keep going into my car. You ain't even watching the cameras. You ain't doing nothing. It's not like, oh, this is the cost of living. But the cost of getting paid ain't going up.
Exactly.
You know? But yet these guys that are charging more is getting paid more. And their logic is, well, it costs more to get it. Well, it costs more for us to buy it. Motherfucker. So everything should go up together. But again, Esau always have a hot line. But at the end of the day, reality is going to set in is that they're going to win in this society and we're going to lose. Okay? And that's why the Lord's going to take this society down. So you heathens really should be mad, be happy that the Lord is taking this system down, man. You ain't got to sit here and collect iron bins of nuclear waste and make bowls out of it. You ain't got to sit here and stump on fucking hot candy, you know, or be slaving in fucking sweatshops, you know, or you find oil or any rich resources and you scared for fucking life because you might get colonized or recolonized or beat down. All right? It's going to be what it's going to be. You give 10% of your best and finest products to the Israelites. 10%. Ain't nobody going to come back and then when you want to buy something, well, that's 10% as well. Oh, that's 10% as well. You know, to break your food, you got to give us 10% of your crop. And then when you break it down, we want 10% of that labor, even though we're not the ones doing it. That's labor dues. Why do you need labor dues? Oh, that's so we can protect the working class. You know? All that crazy madness and bullshit Esau comes up with, man. To ultimately scam you out money. And it's not just money, it's to keep you at a certain level in the hamster wheel of affliction. They don't want you to get out that hamster wheel. They want you to keep on fucking running, man. Okay?
It's like Khaleesi said on Game of Thrones that she's gonna break the wheel. You know, she said the Lannisters, the Starks, you know, all these great families, they're all running everything in Westeros. Well, I'm gonna break the wheel. I'm gonna change all that up. That's what the Lord is gonna come to do. He's gonna come and break down this system. You know, like the brother was going into. You know, you get your paycheck and you pay taxes out of that, and then you go to the store and you buy some food, and you pay taxes on that, and then you pay taxes on your property that you already paid taxes on. It's just the Lord's gonna come and just break that fucking wheel, man.
How the hell you work all year and you scared to file taxes? You know, like you don't got the money that you already don't have. You know, but that's the system that we're in because it's a hamster wheel of affliction, man. Okay.
Preset.
Yep.
I'm gonna get straight to the point. This is 2 Peter 3:13. It says, "Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness."
Yeah. So that's what our hope is for. You know, like we was doing less our hope versus their hope. You know, we got a better hope. So while all this shit is hitting the fan and going to the shits, we ain't stressing out because, like, man, I ain't about to. It's like you being in jail and you know you're getting out in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas stressing out, doing push-ups, like looking at niggas and worried about who they got to fight or what gang they need to get with. We like, man, I ain't about to be in here for long, man. So our hope is different. We're both in the same position, but our hope is different. So we're not going to conform and be manipulated by Esau's conniving ways. Okay?
Quick precept. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way."
Yeah, so, you know, the Most High is allowing Esau, he's the mystery of iniquity. Esau's the mystery of iniquity, and the Most High is the one that's letting the letting. He's letting the let. All right? Until he builds his case up till he get the fuck up out of it. The Lord's ultimately going to destroy Esau. So yeah, we're signing crime, but people say, well, oh man, y'all, well, the first thing you need to do is straighten yourself out. Well, I get it, but we're not doing this to say, Esau, stop it, man, stop it. We're not doing this for that. We're saying you're fucking guilty, and the Lord gonna smoke you. What did I do? This is what you did. This is what you did. This is what you did, and we're saying it in front of everybody, including the men and angels and the Most High. Just like y'all like to pray to the Most High when y'all make us go off, we're as prophets, we're praying to the Most High of all your wickedness, man. Okay? And what do the scriptures say when let's get that when, you know that verse 7 it says when you afflict a poor man and he sends up prayers against you, man. You know? Leaves in Sirach, but I could be wrong a lot of times. But yeah, you can't afflict no poor people, man. All right, and we're the poor. Let's get there in Revelations while we wait on that. Bible Krishan. It says we are poor, but we are rich, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, let me get that Revelations first. Sure. So Revelations 3:17.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 17, it says, because thou sayest I am rich.
No,
and
that's not it. That's not it. That's Revelation 2. Verse 2. It's, chapter 2.
Okay.
In chapter 2. I know it's in chapter 2. I just think it's like 2.
Yeah, kind of. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah, and this is one of the precepts we used to bring out a lot to prove that Esau is the devil. He's a synagogue of Satan because they're the ones that, to this day, say that they're the Jews. They say they're Jewish, and they are not. Okay, but they are the synagogue of Satan. And the scriptures say, told Israel, "You are your father the devil." Well, he told as well as Esau himself. He's the son of Satan himself, man. The spirit of Satan, he embodies it. Just like we embody the spirit of the Lord, man. Okay? Don't mean we got it down to a T. Just like Esau ain't Satan down to a T. He'll be cool with you for a hot second. You know? But hey, scripture say Satan changed himself to angel of light as well, though. You know? So he ain't straying too far from the bush. You know? But let's go ahead. What you got, brother?
This is Sirach chapter 4 and verse 5. The point is in 6. It says, turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayers shall be heard of him that made him.
Yeah, so we're poor. What we're poor in this society, man. And Esau is cursing us, bad mouthing us. You know, they're thugs and niggas. They can't be trusted at this and that. But at a point in time, he was allowing, you know, these ratchet ass hoes to breastfeed your kids. You know, brother sent a little old video of an old lady. It's like in 1986, but she was like an old lady, and she was talking about how there was a nanny and came and hugged all the little black kids and oh my babies, and they was hugging, they was looking like, but they was like, no, she's a good Negro. She you know, pretty much nurtured them up. They like I said, in slavery, Jake had 1,000 jobs, man.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't no unemployment line. There was no employment line. There was no temp service. You know what I'm saying? When dealing with Esau's system. You know, it wasn't no temp service. Niggas got jobs. Niggas was the first to get the jobs, man. All right. But now once the slaves are free, they ain't need you no more. You're lazy. That's what they do. That's what they do. How niggas lazy and they built the country? You seen them and say this is some good labor right here. That's strong. You can get them to do what you want. But as the goalpost moves, Esau's gonna move with it. Are y'all free? Y'all lazy. You know? Oh, y'all can get into our system. Y'all uneducated. You're not qualified. They're gonna create some type of system and say you're not qualified to be equal with us or better.
Yep.
That's pretty much what it sums up to. And the world is catching on to Esau's bullshit. Not what they do to us only, mainly specifically on their nature, period, to not be able to keep their word, to always be bringing destruction. Jake gonna be like, bro, I'm tired of fucking war, bro. They used to spread it out from generation to generation. Now they're just squeezing all that shit in. You know, matter of fact, let's get that precept in Revelations. You know, you can finish what you got, brother.
That was it, but a brother on the line posted the scripture. It's Sirach 21 verse 5. It says, a prayer out of a poor man's mouth reacheth to the ears of the Most High, and his judgment cometh speedily.
Yep. And hey, we're the poor. Only thing we're rich in is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Heavenly Father through the Holy Spirit. So when we pray, and that's why it's important for us to pray, man. That's what the Lord is waiting on, the 144,000. He waiting on the prayers of the saints, man. The poor of this world, man, but rich in spirit. Okay? But then you got people like Vocab that say, oh, you're not qualified. You're talking about you're not poor. You got basketball players. They're trying to disqualify us. Let's get that in what we was in Ezra. Let's get that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Be not don't worry about the incredulities of them that trouble thee. All right? And again, that word incredulity goes back to credibility. Okay? And these damn demons are going to put on an onslaught of a mass melee of discredibility towards us, because they don't want the world to believe us, man. And they don't want to be found out as well. Okay?
That's why it's always a smear campaign.
I forgot.
It's finding a way to discredit the prophets, man. Really, I thought you know shot. I got that. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah. So the Lord is telling us to keep teaching, because Esau, his whole thing is a smear campaign. He's a real hater. He'll take your best dance and steal it. He'll take your best idea and steal it. Okay? You know? We were talking about that the other day, man. And I was talking about to one of my partners that's been in the world, you know, but I was giving him examples. He said himself, man, it's a deep ass rabbit hole, man. Cause they started Jack Daniels. It's like, yeah, man, Jack Daniels. You know, you got, all Tesla. Well, not Tesla, and but they steal ideas. The whole point is, you know what I'm saying? Following at the Alexander, man. Take over something, see their culture, and claim it as theirs. Okay? That's why Cleopatra's an Edomite, and everybody thinks she's a Hamite. Because they went over there and stole that culture. And actually was sitting on the thrones with the shit on. You can't, because you can't just go into Egypt, you know what I'm saying, in Egypt, and wear your toga. Nah, them people embodied that nature. Their ass was wearing all that shit, that makeup and all that goofy shit on their chin, and you know what I'm saying? Walking around. Even start marrying brothers and sisters. They indulged in the culture, man. Okay? That's what they did, man. And then they did it for so long, and so like, because they tell you like the woman at the well, man. She's talking about she was an Israelite. How much more Esau when he follows, take on the customs of any other nation, man. We were those people. We are like just like you.
Our fathers worshipped in this mountain.
Yep, just like Christians to this day. They say the same thing. We worship the same God you serve. You can't though, because He's not your power. He's the power of every spirit, but He ain't your power. You're not the only begotten as a nation.
Counterfeits.
Yeah.
Counterfeits.
Well, they become counterfeits because why? They took on our identity. Okay? They pretended to be Israelites. Since we so much of a piece of shit, why are you trying to be us? You know? Why are you stealing our identity if we ain't shit, man? If we're a bunch of sheep herders and vagabonds? Why is it so important for you to tell the whole world that you are us?
Yeah, like that Edomite comedian, Michael Rappaport, coming out saying they hate us, pretty much going into they're Jews and they pretty much we hate them because we hate them. Like, shut your ass up, man.
Yeah, Ian Rappaport.
Yeah.
I had a bar on that boy. You know?
I was into that initial one more than 15.
Nah, man.
Go back into 9.
Yeah.
This is
No. Second Ezra, nah. We're gonna go into Revelations 18 chapter.
This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Yeah, and that's not talking about like demons floating around. That's talking about just scorpions, hares, rattlesnakes, desert creatures. Okay, I believe the book of Isaiah specifies that. Okay.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth.
What does that mean, man? That the pretty much Esau, like not only you are making money with them, but you're in business with them. You know what I'm saying? Like to pollute lands, you know what I'm saying, or ransack lands to overtake certain people, to what they're doing in Ukraine, man. All right, you know the Zelensky and the UN are in bed together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fornication to ultimately try to separate yourself from to join yourself in league with Babylon instead of joining league with Russia, how you used to be. Okay, and Esau with his wicked ass. This show you how wicked he is and how indirect he is, based off of the Cold War deal in the UN. This is why apostles say that Russia is not a part of the beast system, because the whole beast system was built to oppose Russia. All right, and so that's why that won't make any sense. But within that deal, they say, okay, y'all gotta break that apart. We're gonna create this to make sure that there's some type of alliance and they didn't invite Russia in as well. But then now they create this alliance. Russia say, all right, just don't come and embark on our land, man. Don't come over here. And America is doing it inch by inch, indirectly, aiding Ukraine, going over here in Georgia, Russia, messing with the Turkey, dealing with those Armenians. You know what I'm saying? Iran, Iraq, and they're creeping in through ISIS and through this and through that. But they're fucking with Russia, and Russia knows it, but it's just not concrete evidence. but you're doing war crimes. But right now, they're trying to use the UN soldiers to go into Ukraine, which is a total violation of the agreement that they made with the Cold War, man.
Yeah,
Okay?
the French are about to go in there.
Yeah, that's them indirectly, but that's the UN. The French is someone else, but the French going in there is a direct violation of the agreement that y'all made that was stopping fucking global devastation.
Exactly.
You know, which proves that that's where we're headed. The end is manifest. It's manifesting. It's coming to life. Okay?
Because what's the end of the matter? Avoiding, like you said, thermonuclear destruction upon the world. Avoiding Russia shooting all their missiles and America shooting all their missiles and everyone getting fucked up. That's the point of having these treaties, having these articles put into law, so that peace, world peace, so to speak, or at least world obliteration can be avoided. But now that you're voiding these treaties, you're violating them. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah. like, and then the whole world sees that. The whole world sees how you violated you're violating a detrimental treaty. So how much more when they say, oh, we'll sign this deal? They're like, nah, bro. You're going into Russia right now, bro. You said you weren't gonna do that as a conglomerate of a nation, man. Y'all say y'all wasn't gonna do this, and you got enough power not to. You know what I'm saying? They're like China doing its own thing, Russia doing its own thing would not affect the American dollar, man. Them creating their own dollar because they're not strong enough to fight against the American dollar, man. But you want total control. It's what you want. So you're willing to crash your own dollar, so-called, to create a new dollar, which is going to be this CBDC, aka the MO to the T to you know what, the mark of the you know what. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to put that into implementation to ultimately own the most vital resource on planet Earth, which is human beings. Okay? You already got control of the water for the most part. You already got control of the lands for the most part. Gold, lithium, whatever. Last thing is the people. And that's what they're aiming for. And that's when the Lord gonna come down and strike their ass down, man. All right, what it says, Isaiah, let's get that when he finished eating. You know what I'm saying? The brother sent Micah 2:1 as well.
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah, Isaiah 2. Yeah. That's it.
This is the book of Isaiah 29 and verse 8. Yeah. You want me to go up some?
Yeah. No, you got a little bit. You don't have to go up too far. It's not like a long read. It's like 2 or 3 verses.
I'm going to 7. This is Isaiah 29 verse 7. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall be even it shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh.
Yeah, because Esau, it says when the nations fight against Ariel, that's just the nations trying to fight against the Most High, man. Somebody got hurt, probably. I seen balloons flying about confused.
Yeah, there's an explosion in.
Like, real balloons didn't come out of this. Like, the balloons should be gone too. Fuck this big motherfucker. Driving a big real poppy. That's a big real poppy. Driving a big real poppy. Sorry, poppy, this is a turn poppy.
This
Sorry, poppy.
This is Isaiah 29 verse 8. It shall even be when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth.
Yeah, because Esau got his plans. Like, these Rothschilds had plans on taking over everything for years, man. They got generational plans. Esau has a plan, all right? But what he don't understand is that the Most High is in control of everything. He's in control of these missiles. He's in control of the spirits of these leaders. He's in control of the weather, all right? He's in control of the people, all right? He's in control of animals. He's in control of everything. And everybody going to find out, man. Not only he going to control everything, but he's going to manifest at the same time. All right? And the ultimate goal is to show everybody who's really running shit around here. Okay? And everybody going to find out who's really running things. Okay?
It says, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jake grew up poor, boy. I used to dream about sandwiches, boy. Sandwich be right there, wake up, like, fuck. You know? I try to go back to eat the sandwich. You know? That is the most deflating thing. That's a reality check. Esau know he's evil. He know he ain't shit. You know? That's like putting fake muscles on, and everybody like, oh, and you can kind of feel the motherfucker slide, and you like shit, you know, I hope nobody see me. Then somebody come out, that nigga got fake muscles on. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wrap.
Look over there.
Oh. Run out, muscle falling out. Okay. Silicone blob.
Silicone trail on the way out.
Silicone trail, yeah. You know, right to your Kia. You know? Right to your little sedan, your little smart car. You know? Your Tesla. You know? Yeah, bag it. Yes, sir.
It says, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion.
Yep. That's ultimately it's about Israel. The Lord's giving deliverance unto Israel. Okay? And the Lord's finding out the wickedness of Esau, man. Okay? Ain't no like you get to sit here and act how you want and do what you want. You know, you ain't gonna be able to do that type of shit, man. All right?
Oh, brother on the chat, posted Job.
Yeah, my chat.
This the book of it says Job 20 verse 23. It says when he is about to fill his belly.
Start back at 22.
22. It's Job 20 verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High, and I believe that wicked is talking about Jake, you know, in that particular verse, right? It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yep. So yeah, the Lord is while Esau is in the middle, he's making this deal. All right, we almost got Russia. We got the Middle East lined up. We got this, and then shit's gonna hit the fan. You know, a plague will break out. You know, a monkey wrench is gonna be thrown, a big ass monkey wrench. And that's all it takes when you got everything lined up everywhere and everything needs to work together in order for one thing to happen, and there's nobody to stop it, then the Lord come and knock one thing over, everything else is just going to be a domino effect, is going to fall, man. Okay? And guess what? Hey, that's who is the monkey wrench? The prophets. Okay? We're the first, monkey wrench in one of these gears, man. Veer through YAHAWASHI. Okay? Veer through prophecy. waking these people up. Even the heathen, we waking them up too, man. You can hear them talking about CBDCs and linking it to the MOTB celebrities. They're linking it, man. How you think they're putting two and two together? They're not spiritual like that. They're putting two and two together because they're dealing with men of the Lord, man. Or they watch the men of the Lord. Okay? But they still try to stay in the world. That's why you'll never see us join hand in hand. Because they think they could rebuild these desolate places, man. They think they could go away, let's get rid of these leaders and start a new. Nah, Esau, you just evil. Because if you get another leader, it's going to be evil again in a different way. Okay?
It's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. You know, if I may, just like the brother was mentioning, that monkey wrench is what? The prophets. The spirit of the Most High's mouth is the prophets. Bringing out information, bringing out the facts, and now the whole world is starting to see you for who you are, man.
Prophetic. It's kind of hard to bring out, not it is the facts, but it's kind of hard to say it's a fact if it ain't happened yet. You see what I'm saying? So, but we are bringing out the facts, and it makes sense. So when it do happen and the facts are manifested, everybody gonna turn, and it's happening. We've been telling y'all about the mark of the beast. We've been telling y'all about Esau's intentions before Esau even did them. And at that time, by not being the fact, you was willing to believe whatever lie and agenda that Esau pushed. And now it's starting to manifest. Now you kind of look back at us, and it's either we're going to be annoyance to you, or we're going to be a resource of information to you. Okay? We're the dividing line. All right? We're at the gates, bidden to the marriage. So if you don't get in, then you're out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go in, that means you chose not to do that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, heathen aren't welcome, but we're talking about our people. The ones that, they just talking gibberish. Or they don't want, you know what I'm saying? And we want to see it. AKA, these 2/3 want to say, we want America to flourish. To hell with your ideas. That's what they're saying in the spirit. And it gets so much that they're willing to hurt us. They want to kill the prophets, man, behind us fucking up their dream. They're too invested. Yeah. They feel like they're this close. It's a hamster wheel. You're never close. The meat right there. Get off the hamster wheel. You look stupid. I've been at it for 2 hours. I'm like, right here.
Getting closer. I can feel it.
Dumb, bro.
Dumb. Get off, bro. You never get the meat, bro. Like, they raise it higher every time.
You gotta be quicker than that.
You know? And you're just huffing and huffing. You're the fastest nigga on the hamster wheel, so you don't want, you want to live this life.
And the thing is, the hamster wheel is going and going and going and creating electricity for him to harness. Yeah. So the more you on that hamster wheel and going towards your goal, the more you're just helping them out.
That's the whole point of the hamster wheel, right? To power up their ideas, because again, they're too lazy to get up and do anything themselves. They don't invent anything unless it causes death. Okay? They the harbor of death, man. Hey, didn't he say that I become death? You know, the destroyer of worlds, man. Yeah. The smith that blow up the coals. You know, even though the Lord put the spirit on, that's, the Lord created everything, including guns. They're like through the spirit of these devils. The gun is meant to do something. Devils are meant to do things, and they're doing it.
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yeah, you're gonna find it, man. And now people are finding it. You finding it. You want to eat these fucked up foods. You want to celebrate these holidays. You're gonna be dead in the spirit. You're gonna be dead, health-wise, needing all these medications. You're gonna be dead information-wise. All these kids go to school and they're getting dumber and dumber, man. They have no common sense. The better you know how to work a phone, the more horrible you are socially, it seems. That's the best. That's the only thing we thrive off on planet Earth. Why do you think that people put you in a fucking hole in prison? Cut your ass off socially. Seen what that nigga that played Forrest Gump? He had the fucking soccer ball. He had to talk to somebody.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
You know, they got the metaverse. They're creating a fucking where you can hug a nigga on a different side of the country, and then they're saying if you die, they're gonna use all your characters to make a template, a forever template of your personality. You know what I'm saying? And then you automatically, Esau is trying to keep his, they're trying to make sure another Steve Jobs never dies. That's pretty much so you can continue in thriving, because you got fucking genius minds on the left hand side that come up with these fucking wicked ass ideas, man. Okay? You don't get Napoleons coming around the corner every day. You don't get Steve Jobs and Alexanders. So they have their highs and lows, and they're like, nah, we can't have no lows. So what if we create this universe and put these niggas in there and go talk to them?
Yeah, make an AI slave pretty much.
Yeah. You know, you got Steve Jobs on call. This nigga here is there forever. You know? That nigga OK Siri.
Right.
He talked to Steve Jobs about an invention idea. Do you think everybody's gonna be having access to that nigga? No. You're not gonna have access to no Steve Jobs or no business councils in the metaverse. If they don't let you talk to Jay-Z like that and have a dinner with Bill Gates, who the fuck, you ain't gonna do it in the metaverse for sure.
Right.
Okay?
So back in Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3, it says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her."
Yeah, they took on the ideas. They took on the ways. Got hot pockets everywhere. You know? You got Africans twerking, man. There's social media. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, and that's low level shit. We're talking about high business. You know, we want to create lithium to create these batteries. We don't want electric cars because we want to use this gas and we can really have people, you know what I'm saying, doing this and doing that. I remember this one documentary. It's on Netflix right now. I forget the name of it, but it goes into all like the business ventures of Esau, and they was going over the avocado industry and how Issachar had a good plenteous avocado industry, and avocados require a whole fucking bunch of water, and pretty much the people that flourished the most at a point in time were the people based off their land plot, because if you buy a lot of water, then you can grow more avocados. But then Esau, it said some people came down from Chicago, and then all of a sudden the business changed. They left. They started irrigating the water, and then they said, well, everybody got access to the water. We can irrigate this pond to everybody to make it fair, but you just got to pay for it. Oh, rich people, I'm about to get 90% of this fucking water. Now, even though you got a whole fucking reservoir right here, is being irrigated downstream over here, and you came in. Oh, but all you need is money. But how the fuck am I afford? I can't do that. You know, it's just like somebody telling me about like an apartment. You know, having apartment complexes. Like they had 4 guys. 3 of the guys were tapped into other business ventures, and one guy took a leap of faith and joined business with them. Right. One guy they had an apartment complex. One guy's in business with the plumbing industry. One guy's in business with the electric industry. One guy's in business with, you know, the wood or lumber industry. And then the other guy, he just putting his money in, he ain't connected with nothing. Right? So when shit breaks down, they don't gotta go and pay thousands of dollars for electricity. They got electric company on the side. But the other guy that joined in, he got to pay $10,000, $50,000. Listen, and you're on a hamster wheel, but you've been set up.
Yep.
You've been set up. It looked good on the forefront. This is how Esau operates, man. And now our people don't realize that. You think, oh, I'm in here. You know, but are you in there like they're in there? You know?
The NLT, it says, for all the nations have fallen because of the wine of her passionate immorality.
Mm-hmm. You know, twerk sessions, dating and social media, TikTok, you know, the LGBT alphabet community. You know what I'm saying? They tried it on him. That's why these nations, you starting to see these nations are starting to resist that shit, man. Okay? Because why? It's manifesting. We're at the end. The Esau don't have as much power as he used to have, but he had that power through his resources and ultimately his weaponry. Okay? It's like they was talking about like Esau's technology is damn near outdated, you know, in comparison to how he used to use his Air Force. But the Air Forces don't have as much power. He got missiles. You know what I'm saying? It's taking away that power when they could just come over and bomb the hell out of you and you can't get to them. It hit different, you know? But shit, Russia got jets now. Everybody got jets, pursuant to Isaiah the 14th chapter. You know, or thou become weak as weak. Okay? So we're looking at the end of this, man. It's gonna be an end of fucked up deals, end of getting a shitty end of the bargain, no matter how honest you are. That's why we're looking for the downfall of Esau, man, because we want real peace, man. All right?
So back in Revelation 18 and verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yep. You know, and that's her provisions, the resources. You know, that's why a lot of, even though Russia and Babylon is beefing, America's beefing, they're still doing deals together. You know, you'll see them fucking head to head, and then you'll see them on another picture shaking hands. We just signed this deal. All the motherfuckers in cahoots. Okay? All at the end of the day, all these nations, if you're an Israelite, you're in cahoots. Okay? It tells you that in the book of Psalms. They're confederate against us. Okay? It don't matter at the end of the day what it really means. They may have inner fights, and they're fighting who could be number one in their spot. But at the end of the day, when we say, well, what about that? Get the fuck out of here, man. Matter of fact, get back on that hamster wheel, man. Okay? You go to work and see that shit, they'll argue, yeah, he's this lazy ass. But then when your ass do something, they on your ass, man. There'll be a new nigga he ratting you out. That boy would take 18 smoke breaks. Nobody say nothing. You'd be like, wow. It's crazy.
It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
Yep. So the Lord is telling us to actually get the hell up out of here physically, veer through the chariots. And the only way you're going to get beamed up on that chariot, it ain't from dancing, paying your tithes, and all that. It's from repentance. It's from keeping order and having faith in the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? It ain't the commandments. Okay? You keep the commandments to your best ability, but the commandments ain't going to get you salvation. It's your belief and faith in the Heavenly Father in His second coming. Because when you believe in the fact that He's coming again, you will try to keep the commandments to your best ability. You will know that Babylon's going to fall and ain't going to be here for long, so you don't got to be worried about all this fucking rat race of money. You know? Like Nate talking about, you know, they pretty much in an indirect way, I'm trying to protect Kendrick Lamar from all these other Israelites. Look, man, we believe in this gospel. Regardless if y'all some rogue camps, you still are acknowledging the Heavenly Father is coming back. You're still pushing to wake our people up. That's way more significant than a nigga with fucking money, man. All right? Kendrick Lamar barely mentions he's an Israelite. He may fund y'all, but he's not pushing. He's not doing the Lord's will, man.
Yeah.
Okay? He ain't out here pushing nothing to increase the energy of YAHAWASHI. Meanwhile, Satan's going to push his agenda on every level, man. The low levels are pushing LGBTs and following the program and doing this, and the rich elite. You niggas are disloyal, man. Like, how dare you say some shit like that and defend a nigga like that? He ain't fighting the fight that these men are fighting. You know, from the Sakari to HOI, all these dudes, there's certain things they do right. The minute base thing of saying you're an Israelite, this and that. Why would you sit there and put a fucking rapper and say, I don't want to soldier, we need to protect Kendrick? Who the fuck is this nigga, man?
Right.
But there's a reason that he's protecting y'all, because it's money. Follow the money, man. Follow that money, man. That's all you got to do. Because it's renowned that one of his cousins in IUIC or whatever. So what you think that you think this nigga saying all that and he ain't giving y'all no ties and arms, right? So of course you're gonna protect your cash cow, nigga. He's your Errol Spence. He's your Canelo Alvarez. So he can't do no wrong. And it got so bad to the point that y'all talking shit about men of the Lord that's out here signing and crying for the abominations that's done in the midst thereof. This nigga talking about J. Cole and fucking Drake and shit, man. You know?
Wearing a crown on his head like or a crown of thorns on his head like he, you know what I'm saying?
Which is blasphemy, man. You're not supposed to do that. You know? But you protecting him. Because we talk about, you know, certain niggas die. We talk about grape and all that, and that's hot. But he could put thorns on his head, and you got to protect him. Fuck out of here. You're not protecting the gospel. You're protecting your own selfish desires.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all got anything?
Yeah. Something I want to say upon what you were saying is like what the Lord said. He said, "Who are my brother? Who is my brother? Who is my mother? Them that do the will." Like this nigga ain't nobody, you know. But I just want to make that statement, man, because you made a good point. That's not how this nigga's not defending the gospel.
Well, let's get that real quick, then we'll close it out.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, and verse 33. And he answered them, saying, "Who is my mother or my brethren?" And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, "Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of the Most High, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother."
Yeah, so there's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy. Just like Esau with the EU, these heathens, they'll fight against each other, but they ain't gonna let no Israelite in. You niggas don't do that, man. You niggas don't let anything in. You know, that's why you have to build another temple so you could bid anybody into that marriage, man. You know? Because you probably was at the gate like, damn, I could make some money, bro, if I could just, you know what I'm saying? You try to build a little tent over there. And come over here, you can get married like that Vegas marriage. Right. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. yeah, man. So, yeah, we gotta stand stiff. We gotta overcome. You know, to hell with Esau and what he got going on. It's going to be a lot of temptations, a lot of reasons why we should give up and quit. And Esau's going to push it more and more and make it feel like we really have to quit. Or really should do something else. Maybe this ain't working. Maybe it's a dead end. He's going to always create that idea. But the people who stand stiff and overcome are going to be the ones who obtain salvation, man. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to give all praises
unto Yahweh, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakwadash.
I want to say double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well, which are of GMS, Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth, sincerity. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.